Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D Rose report. I got an early report coming out today. I got some interesting stuff on here, but WWE is releasing, if you've got any money at all saved up this year, maybe you'll have some after Christmas. I don't know why they're doing this after Christmas, but WWE is going to be releasing a 2-disc DVD set, Bobby the Brain Heenan, on December 28th. And man, I know they got more footage than just 2-disc set on him. It should be really good and interesting. I miss that guy. I really do, man. They'd be doing better if he could come back and do something there, and I wish he could. WWE has confirmed that NXT is going to be airing on their website as of next Tuesday. The next week we'll see the first Diva elimination, by the way. Sheamus, he's going to be appearing at FCW event in Green Cove Springs, Florida. Friday, October 29th at Clay County Fairgrounds Expo Hall. Down that way, check it out. Former WWE diva Lita is working on a new TV show that is a horror-based stage show. Anyway, the new issue of, I'm not familiar with this at all, Rebel Inc. magazine says that Lita is shooting a TV pilot for a horror-based stage show that she performs. Anyway, it's going to be taking place near her home base, Atlanta area. Alright, current card, by the way, for Hell in a Cell coming out of Monday's Raw is Hell in a Cell match for the WWE title, Sheamus versus Orton. World title is going to be Undertaker versus, with Paul Bearer versus Kane. And submissions count anywhere match for the U.S. title, John Morrison, The Miz, Daniel Bryan. Cena versus Wade Barrett. Cena loses, he joins his Nexus. If Barrett loses, Nexus no longer exists. I say it probably won't exist with him. And regarding Matt Hardy, we really wasn't going to bring this up anymore, but regarding Matt Hardy's present status in World Wrestling Entertainment, both sides at a strong stalemate. Company officials want Hardy to, they want to address his issues, but he doesn't want to. Furthermore, they are unwilling to release him at this time because they don't want him joining TNA. I say have at it. One company sources indicated, and the tour schedule has been hectic as of late, and when things settle down following Hell in a Cell's Sunday pay-per-view, Hardy's situation will be likely addressed. WWE has signed the Bashing Bulgarian. You know him? Don't know him either, but Miroslav, I guess is his name. Anyway, they signed him to a developmental contract. Miroslav is from Bulgaria and trained by Gangrel and Rikishi, among others. Oh, the phone's always... Anyway, let it ring. Among others, he was from the, looked like the Knox Pro Wrestling School, Burbank, California. Miroslav would be the WWE's second acquisition from the pro wrestling company, following Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. He too was trained by the professional wrestling company. After last week's Bowling Shoe Ugly 2.8 rating, this week's Raw didn't even come close to that number. 927 episode of Monday Night Raw drew a pitiful 2.37 rating, down sharply 15% from last week's even low number. Average Raw is 3,800,000 viewers over the course of the show. The first hour did a 3.72 million, and the second hour did a 3.88 million. The 2.37 for Monday's show is the lowest regular episode of Raw since October 27, 1997, almost 13 years ago, and that was before the Montreal Screwjob kicked off the Attitude Era. Me and you, we both know what's wrong. Vince, I know he knows what's wrong, but he's got his head so far up that the old lady of his is pissing me off that he can't see anything. I always heard he was anal, but so anyway, here's their spin on it. They're putting a spin on this, the rating. Of course, they kind of have to for the advertisers, because, well, anyway, here's what they say. While the rating for last Monday's Raw was far from impressive, the report that the first appeared on pwtorch.com provided misleading perspective about how bad it actually was. The published 2.37 figure actually refers to the show's aggregate household rating, which measures the show's performance among all households with televisions. The households without televisions, they can't watch it anyway. That's stupid. Anyway, altogether, many media outlets do look at this figure, since it's, at the end of the day, tells exactly what percentage of the household television are watching Raw. Thus, and this situates Raw within the context of shows like Dancing with the Stars and the event. It's can't be compared to the ratings that wrestling websites typically post. Got that? I didn't. That rating. Cable household rating measures the show's performance among those households with access to cable, insofar that as no one without cable could have watched Raw. There is a school of thought that the show could not be held accountable for those viewers, and the cable rating is more valid. On that metric, the show looks to have done a 2.7. Again, that figure is not good, but similarly, not as devastating as the 2.37. Well, they need to work for the Senate. They need to work for the government. They could spin the crap out of stuff. Anyway, within television circles, it would be noted that it is demographic ratings, not overall household ratings, that means most to advertisers, as they typically aim to focus their product towards younger adults. Raw did a 1.4 in that adults of 18 to 49 demographic this week, which is in line with last week's performance. Total viewership was down slightly. My ass. Anyway, it's going to get... They can go ahead and spin the shit out of it until you get your head out of her ass and go run for Senate or something. Bring somebody in that could do something with WWE. Since you can't anymore, Vince, apparently... Prove me wrong. I'd love it. Sean Waltman wrote on, I'm pissed. Anyway, Sean Waltman wrote on his Twitter account regarding his marijuana charges earlier this month. He said my charges were reduced to wandering around looking for drugs. $200 fine. Thanks, prosecutor, judge of Newark, New Jersey. I never knew there was such a law. Scott Hall representatives told the following on his Twitter. Why the hell are they using Scott Hall's Twitter? I'm getting pissed again. It says, talk to Scott. Scott, he says he's doing much better. Thanks for all your prayers and for well wishes, Maggie. So apparently he can't Twitter. He's got to have somebody do it for him. That don't sound good. Kurt Angle announced on his Twitter, which must be burning up with all the people on there, said that he just agreed to TNA on a one-year contract. Angle wrote, he said, I recently signed a one-year deal with TNA, and I'm going to be there for a while unless I lose a BFG, and then I will retire. By the way, The Rock the other day, he said for a potential full-time run in WWE, I don't see that happening, man. He said, I accomplished everything I wanted to do, accomplished in that business. Brock Lesnar was the last guy I wanted to wrestle, and I got the privilege of wrestling him all around the world. So, WWE performer, remember Tiffany? Real name Terrell. Anyway, she's been cleared of domestic charges stemming from the incident that took place with her husband, Drew Galloway, which is also Drew McIntyre, at the couple's Los Angeles hotel room last month. The couple were married in Vegas in May, attended a party at the Playboy Mansion hours before her arrest. They were loaded, I think. Spokesman for the Los Angeles Attorney's Office told people that no further legal action is anticipated in the case. Tiffany had her own $20,000 bail reduced and returned, and the story notes that she is set to make her return to the ring. Although WWE didn't make publicly that she was suspended, she's not performed since the arrest. Official website for both Paul Bear, Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer is Ricardo Rodriguez. Added that to its SmackDown roster section now. I better get over here. I'm about out of time. Hey, thanks for clicking. I gotta go.